Yardworks Go Edmonton on Shaw TV is brought to you by Yardworks, www.yardworks.ca.
Hi, Elf Betty here from the old Strathcona Antique Mall. You know, Brad Walker was supposed to be here, Brad the host, but as usual, he's gone AWOL. So we don't know where he is, but we have very special connections. We made an extra special call, and we have a guest host. You're not gonna believe it, Santa!
Hey everybody, yeah, all right. Santa here. I heard that bad Brad was lost, he's missing in action, so I thought, hey, I don't mind going south to Edmonton. It's warmer down there. You know, the elves are up there working hard. The union tried to get in this year, but we held them back. So everything's purring along, Betty, and I had to come down to the old Strathcona Antique Mall because you know what? A lot of the stuff you have, we're not making anymore up there at the North Pole. So this is a great opportunity for people to see some cool stuff and have some fun. And you know, have you been good?
Oh. You ought to
I
know.
hope not, but just kidding, come on. You've been good, right, Betty?
Of course.
Well, that's good. So we're gonna have some fun here, I know that.
If not, I can explain.
Oh yeah, you better, because I got you on the list right now. But maybe by the end of the show, you'll go from naughty to nice. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, Sam.
I don't want the whole lump of coal in there for you.
No.
All right, well, we're gonna have some fun. I notice, I don't want to say much right now, but the big thing too is there's a lot of questions about Santa.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're going to answer me some questions, and I'm going to give answers.
You're gonna answer?
Yes, awesome. Right. I'm going to answer some of those questions that people are pondering.
For years and years.
They're staying up late at night going, how does Santa do that? And why does Santa do that? Well, today, you're going to find out those answers. Santa's secrets right here, right now. That's it. So let's, this is a show, by the way. They told me some kind of show, Go Edmonton. So let's go Edmonton to the first story. Inspirational, I heard. And I guess we're going to go back and look at some really cool stuff.
Absolutely.
All right, Betty.
Thanks, Santa.
Imagine being born with no hands and no feet. Even the simplest everyday tasks become a challenge. For grade 8 Kimberley student Tahei Tha, this is reality. But this young man isn't letting his challenges get in his way.
Tahitha is from Burma. His family is from Burma, from a refugee camp. His condition is he has a bilateral amputation. When I first read his file before I met him, I thought, wow, there's some challenges here, and we're thinking of different strategies. And then I met him, and you know, he's absolutely amazing. I think it teaches all the students in the school a lot about life and adversity and overcoming challenges.
What I first thought about him was, I thought he was kind of different, and then after I got to know him, now I realize that me and him are pretty much alike.
If I had no arms or legs like him, I would find it quite challenging. I think he does remarkable with what he has. Tahitha's amazing at playing soccer. Often he's better than most of us, scores most of the goals.
Tahitha really wants to be like every other student at the school. That's one of his desires. We work hard with his physiotherapist and his occupational therapist to come up with ways to make skiing easier for him, or to make being able to touch the keys on the computer, make that accessible for him. Tahitha can teach all of us many lessons, and one is being, to be happy with who we are and what we have in life, and to always work hard and do our best and to never give up.
He kind of shows everybody that it's possible to do everything.
Look up, way up.
And I'll call Santa.
That's right. Well, she meant way. You know, Friendly Giant was almost like a Santa back in the day. But we won't go there because you kids out there won't know what we're talking about. But we got our first question. And I know, Betty, there's a question out there that people want to know. Go ahead and ask me.
Okay, Santa, here's one that lots of people have asked me.
Okay.
How do you manage to get to all those houses in the world in one night?
Well, you know, Betty, that's a good one, and I've decided to come clean on that. This is big news. So, you know, this is a scoop for Shaw TV and Go
All right.
Edmonton. That's right. So let's take a look, and here's how we're going to do it.
Okay.
First of all, you know that Santa's magic.
Oh, of course.
And what happens is all the presents that get made turn into like little tiny grains of sand. And then me and my twin brother, now here's where it gets good. My twin brother, Larry Claus, who lives at the South Pole. He's the South Pole Santa, and not everybody knows that. I don't do it all myself.
He's the guy with the kangaroos.
No, South Pole Santa's a twin, looks just like me, but his name is Larry Claus,
okay.
you see.
Okay.
And the two of us fly over the earth, supersonic, and the little dust goes out, and these little bees go down into the house and turn into presents, except for 4 or 5 houses.
Yeah.
With the appropriate chimneys, we climb down and do the presents, and that's why the guy the night before Christmas wrote that story, because I actually went to that guy's house. But we haven't got time, so it's all magic.
Oh, okay.
Just like Coca-Cola, you know, I got to tell you one thing. Let's cue Elf Tina over here. People don't know this, but I posed in 1949 for this photo. This was me, Tina, looking good. And I started a relationship with Coke, and I see Coke. Thanks, Tina. You can go now. Back up to the North Pole. Coke is crazy with gifts. I mean, we have made some over the years, North Pole. We don't make it all anymore. But collectors and people, Coke, Christmas, gifts, this has got to be crazy for you.
Santa, you know, Coke is it is the greatest collectible in the world. They've been making it for years and years and years. There's old stuff like the old Coke. This actually held syrup bottles from the 1960s to, this fell over. We've got Barbies here, right up to today. We've got this little Christmas village here, and really unusual things. Like, look at this billboard, Santa.
Oh, look at that.
There's everything Coke.
So there's old, there's new, they remake stuff, anything Coke. Now, I just got to ask you one question before you go.
Yeah.
Why are people so kooky about Coke stuff? What is it? What is it?
I think it's just because it's the #1 drink. People love Coke. I mean, it's not like you see a whole bunch of Tab collectibles or Canada Dry collectibles. It's just Coke is very popular and people are just nuts about it.
I liked Kickapoo Joy Juice when I was a kid. But anyways, that's another story.
Kickapoo Joy Juice Town.
Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back here at the Old Strathcona Antique Mall with Elf Betty and maybe Tina. Hey, Tina, show them your boots. Look at those boots. Okay, we got to go. We'll be back. I don't mean ha, ha, ha. I said ho, ho, ho.
After the break, Jordan Greenlee visits the Jasper Place Rebels.